All right, guys. So is Bitcoin going to pump more or is it going to crash more? That is exactly what I want to talk about for today's video. Now, if you guys have been watching my videos for the past few days, I've been telling you guys, right, personally, I do believe this is not the top for Bitcoin. It just can't. It can't be, right? $126,000 cannot be the top for Bitcoin this bull cycle. I do believe Bitcoin will eventually go back up to, its previous highs of 126 and even, reaching new all-time highs. I do believe that is going to be happening for Bitcoin, whether that's in the next few weeks or in the next few months. I do believe it's going to happen sometime during this fourth quarter for this cycle, right? We are in fact in Q4, and I know a lot of us did not expect, Bitcoin and crypto to perform this way right now. Okay, we are in fact in the most bullish month for Bitcoin and crypto, especially Bitcoin, right? October. Okay, a lot of us call it October, but it's more like Dumptober. Okay, Bitcoin. Okay, it was looking good, right, at the beginning of this month. Okay, it was looking pretty good for Bitcoin, but we did in fact see that massive crash just last week, around, when was it, like October 10th. Okay, the biggest liquidation day for crypto history, right? That happened. Over $19 billion wiped out in crypto. Okay, a lot of people did in fact get liquidated. That's why I told you guys, right? I don't play with leverage. Okay, it's really, really risky. But yeah, that crash happened. And yeah, it was just really, really unexpected. No one really expected that to happen. So yeah, I want to talk about this, okay, whether Bitcoin will continue to pump more or will it dump more. There is, in fact, a fair few charts that I do want to show you guys. And then, I want to show you guys what other people are thinking right now for Bitcoin, where it's heading. So before I show you guys these charts, we're looking at the Bitcoin price right now. Okay, let's talk about the Bitcoin price. So right now, it's currently just below $108,000, 107,700 right now. Yeah, I must say, it is not looking too good for Bitcoin. Okay, like Bitcoin is, bouncing back up, right? Like for example, yesterday, okay, we did actually see Bitcoin bouncing back up to, $111,000, almost back up to $112,000. Couldn't quite get there. It was almost there, but couldn't quite get there. And then now, okay, Bitcoin is now dropping back down to the downside. Okay, you guys can clearly see that. This is the 1 hour time frame. And yeah, Bitcoin today is dropping back down, guys. Okay, so yeah, I don't know what is happening right now with Bitcoin. Obviously, someone right now is selling. It's probably a whale, who knows who, right? But yeah, someone out there is obviously selling Bitcoin, and that's why we are in fact seeing the price drop. Do I think, honestly, do I think the price will bounce back up? Yes, I do. Okay, I don't think this right here, 126, is going to be the top for Bitcoin. Right, like I said, it was looking very, very nice for the beginning of this month of October, right? It was looking really, really good until we saw that biggest crash. And you guys need to understand that crash, the biggest, liquidation day that did happen for crypto, right? Over $19 billion wiped out from crypto. This crash happened in like matter of minutes and hours. Okay, it was literally in a single day, right? It was pretty crazy times. Okay, do I think we will see a recovery happening for Bitcoin? Hopefully, right? I think we will, right? Overall, but yeah, I do want to show you guys these charts. But yeah, past 24 hours, man, Bitcoin is not the only one that is slightly dropping today. Alts are also dropping as well. I mean, altcoins yesterday were bouncing back up. That's the funny thing, right? I feel like altcoins have been all over the place as well. Like yesterday, we saw altcoins pumping, right? A lot of alts were actually in the greens. But yeah, today, right, past 24 hours, man, you guys can clearly see a lot of alts are down over 3%, 4%, even over 5%. Okay, a lot of alts today are in fact having a correction. Okay, and you're looking at this, guys, Bitcoin monthly returns, we are down 4%. Okay, at one point we were actually down like, I believe, over 6%. So we are in fact seeing a little recovery happening for Bitcoin, but we're still in the reds, guys. Okay, and we still have like another 11 days left. Okay, 11 to 10 days left into this month of October. So we'll see whether Bitcoin will turn to the greens and end off this month in the greens. Okay, we'll have to see, right? Personally, I think it will. Okay, but yeah, I do believe October will be, decent, right? And November will be some amazing times as well. Because you guys can clearly see November, right, is a pretty bullish month for Bitcoin as well. But yeah, not a great start for Q4. Okay, You know, we were once in the greens and now we're in the reds, guys. Okay, really, really unexpected, right? No one expected, you know, October to perform like this, right? We would have thought, you know, Bitcoin by now would have been over 130 at least at a new all-time high by now. Okay, but clearly not. Okay, but don't you guys worry. I do believe new all-time highs will be coming for Bitcoin. I truly, you know, do believe in that. Okay. Now, getting into these charts, guys, like I said, okay, usually Q4, especially during a bull market, it is pretty bullish, right? So remember, October, November, and December. December's pretty decent, right? But understand October and November are some amazing times for Bitcoin. Okay. So yeah, you guys are clearly seeing this chart, right? We will see Bitcoin, you know, performing amazing for October and then November and potentially even December. I think so. Okay, and this is why I don't think the top is in. Okay, I really, really don't, guys. So getting into these charts. Okay, so Ted says here, Bitcoin is now at a key support level. If $107,000 to $108,000 support level holds, a bounce back could happen. If Bitcoin loses this level, it could drop towards $100,000 in the coming days. Yeah, let's hope that does not happen. I mean, if we do see Bitcoin dropping back down to, you know, $100,000, that's going to be, you know, a great time to, I guess, load up more Bitcoin, right? But as I told you guys many times, I do believe next year in 2026, I think we will see some type of bear market happening. I know some people out there in the crypto space are predicting that the 4-year cycle is dead. Okay, we'll have to see about that. I really do not know, but I do believe we're going to see some type of correction. Okay, I think we're going to be entering a bear cycle next year in 2026. Okay, I could be wrong. Maybe the 4-year cycle is dead. Okay, but I don't think it is just yet, right? In the future, yeah, it will be. But as of right now, I don't think so. I think we're going to see a crash happening, okay, for Bitcoin and crypto. I'm not saying this to be, you know, bearish, right? But it's just the truth, guys. Okay, I do believe we're going to see a final like up happening for Bitcoin. Okay, it's going to go to 130, 140, 150 and beyond. Okay, and then we're going to see a correction back down to the downside, right? That's just my honest, you know, opinion. Okay, but yeah, we'll have to see, guys, if Bitcoin can stay above this level, right? Now, looking at this, now this is actually very, very interesting. Okay, and this is coming from Mags, and he says here, Bitcoin has always pumped from this level. In this bull cycle, the 300-day moving average has acted as a rock-solid support zone ever since price breaking out above it in February 2023. Every time price has tested or traded slightly below the moving average, it has turned out to be a great buying opportunity, leading to a strong bounce and a new swing high. 10th of March 2023, 62.25%, 11th of September 2023, 195.79%, 6th of August 2024, 122.44%, 7th of April 2025, 60.39%, and now 10th of October 2025. Yeah, where is Bitcoin heading? Is it going to continue to go higher? Will it bounce back up? Will we see a bounce back up, or will it drop? Let's find out, guys. Okay, and also says here, once again, price has tested the 300-day moving average during the recent market dump, which happened just last week. Will it bounce again, or is it, or is this time different? So I cannot read today. But yeah, I do believe, like I said, okay, I strongly do believe we're going to see a bounce back up happening for Bitcoin. Okay, it's still above this very, very strong solid support zone. Okay, so there is really nothing to be fearful about right now. Okay, it hasn't broken down from it, but if it does, then yes, I think a drop will be happening for Bitcoin. But imagine, guys, 126 is the top for Bitcoin. That's going to be crazy, right? I don't think that's going to be the top, to be honest with you guys. I think we will see Bitcoin continue to bounce back up. That's just my personal opinion, right? But yeah, looking at this chart, okay, let's get into the positive side, right? The next target for Bitcoin is between $160,000 to $170,000. This can happen. Okay, understand that, guys. This can for sure happen. Like I said many times, I do believe we're gonna see a final like up happening for Bitcoin, and yeah, it is very possible that we see Bitcoin reaching these price targets. Okay. And I know I've been telling guys, Bitcoin has so much potential to reach, 190 to even $200,000. Do I still believe in that? That is possible, right? It is still possible to see Bitcoin reaching 190 to even like 200K. It is very, very possible, right? This last leg up for Bitcoin, it's going to be crazy in my opinion. We're going to see Bitcoin having a final leg up, going parabolic, okay? And then, yes, I do believe we're going to see some type of correction, something like this, right? I think this is bound to happen. Okay, we're going to see Bitcoin reaching a peak. No one knows what the top is, going to be for Bitcoin, right? It could be 170, 190, or 200K and beyond. Who exactly knows, right? But after it reaches a peak, like I said, right, I do believe we're going to see some type of correction happening, okay? I don't think the 4-year cycle is dead, okay? And yeah, we're going to finish off this bull market, and then we're going to be entering the bear market. Okay, remember guys, we enter different cycles, and then that's when we're going to see Bitcoin continue to have these corrections down to the downside. How low do I think Bitcoin will go? Yeah, I don't think we're ever going to see Bitcoin reaching like 20K ever again. That's just an example. Okay, I don't think we're going to see Bitcoin drop to like 20K. It dropped like 15K last, bear market in 2022, which was crazy, right? It went to like 69K all the way down to 15K. This time around, it's quite tough. I think we're going to see Bitcoin dropping to like, I don't know, 70K, 60K, maybe 50K. That is very, very possible, or 40K, right? But I think 20K and like 30K, I don't think that's going to be happening. I could be wrong, guys. Who exactly knows, okay? Where the bottom's going to be for Bitcoin. But understand, guys, this time around, it is pretty different for Bitcoin, okay? A lot of money is flowing into Bitcoin, right? Smart money, okay? We know, guys, okay? The adoption for Bitcoin has been going crazy. The buyers have been going crazy as well, right? A lot of companies, okay, institutions, countries, states, even governments are now accumulating Bitcoin. It is, this bull market, okay, is different compared to all these other cycles because we have not seen that much, adoption happening, for Bitcoin, right? Just think about that, guys. A lot of money, is flowing into Bitcoin now. Okay, so it is completely different. So we'll have to see, guys. Okay, we will have to see if the 4-year cycle is dead. Okay, but I do believe next year in 2026, we're gonna see some type of bear market happening. Okay, that's just my personal opinion. Let me know in the comments below. What do you guys think? But yeah, look at this, guys. Okay, the 3 rules of wealth. Number 1, sell fiat. Okay, we know, guys, you should not hold fiat. If you guys haven't seen yesterday's video, you should definitely check it out. Okay, I told you guys why you guys should not hold dollars and why you should hold Bitcoin. Okay, we should be exchanging our dollars, our fiat money, for something better like Bitcoin. Okay, if you guys want to build wealth, okay, become rich, okay, you've got to invest your money into appreciating assets, okay, whether that's silver, gold, right, stocks, companies, real estate, Bitcoin, okay. Personally, I think Bitcoin is the best one. Out of all these other asset classes out there, I think Bitcoin is the best pick. I really, really do, guys. I truly do believe Bitcoin is the best asset out there to invest in for long term, okay? Because it has store of value. It's a hedge against inflation. I get it. A lot of you guys are going to say, Bitcoin is volatile. It's been dropping. I get that. But long term, Bitcoin is always shooting up. It's always recovering, okay? Bitcoin is designed to go up forever. So yeah, sell fiat. Number 1, sell fiat, okay? Exchange it for Bitcoin. Number 2, you want to hold all your Bitcoins. Right, you want to hold your Bitcoins, guys. You don't want to sell your Bitcoins. Remember, you are in it for the long run, okay? Just remember that, okay? You can take some profits. That's completely fine, but hold some of your Bitcoins for as long as you possibly can, okay? And number 3, of course, ignore the noise. And that's true, right? Because there is still a lot of FUD out there for Bitcoin. There's a lot of FUD out there. So just ignore it, guys, okay? When there's fear in the market, when there's fear for Bitcoin, that's when you simply just want to buy more and hold. That's literally the best thing to do. So very simple rules, okay, to build wealth. Sell fiat, exchange it for Bitcoin, want to hold all your Bitcoins and ignore the noise, okay? Now, looking at this, guys, Saylor right, is continuing to buy more Bitcoin. So Strategy has acquired 168 Bitcoins, 168 Bitcoin, guys, which is around $18.8 million. Okay. And they now hodl 640,418 Bitcoins. Yeah, these guys are not stopping, right? These guys are not stopping on buying Bitcoin, guys. They're going to continue to buy Bitcoin. They are more than halfway there to accumulating 1 million Bitcoins, okay? But I do believe one day, yes, they're going to be reaching, 700,000 Bitcoins, 800,000, possibly even 1 million Bitcoins. Okay, these guys are not stopping, guys. Okay, they are continuing to DCA into Bitcoin. And I knew, okay, Saylor was going to buy some more Bitcoin. Okay, because if you guys haven't seen yesterday's video, he did give out a hint yesterday, right? He posted something on X hinting us that he did buy more Bitcoin. And here he is, right? He bought more Bitcoin. Okay, so absolutely amazing to see, right? But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Okay, stay strong, guys. I know times like this, okay, it may feel exhausting and it may feel boring. I get that, right? And I'm gonna be honest with you guys. This bull cycle just feels so different. I never expected this cycle to be like this. I would have thought, Ethereum would have been over 5K by now. Solana, over $300 at least, right? I think it did almost reach $300, but you guys understand what I mean here. I would have thought Bitcoin would have been at like 135 by now. You know what I mean? But no, here we are. Okay. And yeah, like I said, when we did in fact see that crash happening last week, right? The biggest, liquidation day for crypto. Yeah, none of us expected that to happen. Okay. So really unexpected. But don't you guys worry, I do believe Bitcoin still has so much potential to go much, much higher. I don't think 126 is the top. And I do believe altcoins will continue to go up as well. Okay, understand, guys, usually altcoins do pump like crazy, usually last minute during the bull markets. Okay, so be ready. I think a massive move is coming for crypto, just my personal opinion. Okay, don't take my word for it, right? But that is that, guys. Okay, so give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. That is always much, much appreciated. And yeah, I will catch you guys all in my next one. Have a good one, guys.